Alrighty everyone, welcome to this show. It is Summer Breakfast with Max on Biz by the Water. First time we've done a sort of summer breakfast show. It is Boxing Day. Now it's the weird limbo day right after Christmas. Everyone is tired, everyone's broke, everyone's full of shopping. And but people also do go out on Boxing Day because there's some great deals out there. And honestly, I've sort of given up on going out on Boxing Day. I went out on not New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, and did my shopping there with a few friends of mine. You can listen to the chat we had earlier. I interviewed Lachlan Gong, a national level swimmer, and that was really good fun. It wasn't as busy as I thought. Well, we went to Parramatta Westfield and it was actually quite quiet. It didn't feel like Christmas Eve. It actually hasn't felt like Christmas at all this time. It's really weird. Christmas Day went really well this year. We had a lot of good food. Of course, the Christmas ham. I had turkey for the first time this year. Turkey was quite good. Tell us what you had. Let us know what you had. You can listen live on YouTube for the Summer Breakfast program on Biz by the Water. Summer Breakfast, Summer Biz, same thing, all combined into the Biz Network. The best thing I ate, probably the ham or some prawns. One thing that went wrong. So I got a new Apple Watch for Christmas, and I sound a bit entitled here, just bear with me. This is a first world problem. So I got an Apple Watch. My dad also got an Apple Watch. I've always wanted a GPS Apple Watch, so I didn't need my phone nearby to do stuff. We got two Apple Watches. My dad got because his broke. We both got a 2018 Apple Watch before that. He had the Series 4, I had the Series 3, and I got that for Christmas 7 years ago. So he got two, one GPS, one cellular, same one, Apple Watch Series 11, 46mm black, and so of course I had the cellular one. GPS or cellular, same thing. Not same thing. So I ended up taking the one where I didn't have to use my phone with it. So, we have to return the other one and pay the extra. Anyway, so that's the one thing that it didn't go wrong, but it was just, you know what, I was happy in the end. The best present versus the most useless present. Alright, so the best present was probably the Apple Watch. The most useless present, I love my mum, but the silliest thing she probably did this year. Apparently she wants me to learn how to drive next year. A lot of you do know my age, but she got me two L plates, and what I did with them, I stuck them on her car. Don't worry, she didn't drive off with them yet. That was probably the most useless present because I can't drive yet, guys. But that's my Christmas. 3 words to describe Christmas in 2025: chaotic, unreal, and fun. That's my 3 words to describe Christmas. I'll rank it great, fine, or never again. I'll rank it great. As always, it's Christmas time. We do love a good Christmas on Biz by the Water. Now I'm going to do another segment, Boxing Day and shopping, but we're going to do that right after the break, so I'll see you back here on Biz by the Water. Alrighty, welcome back from the break, everyone. Segment 2 for Biz by the Water. So it's the weird day after Christmas, Boxing Day, the 26th of December. The year is almost over, yet we can't get there yet. We've got a few more days. Segment 2, we're going to do Boxing Day and shopping. We're going to play a game, Worth It or Marketing. 8K TVs / 4K TVs, I'd say it's mostly marketing. There's 8K content, which basically doesn't exist yet. The best deals are older 4K models. Everyone buys massive TVs and watches free-to-air still in 720p. Air fryers, I would say worth it. Their best discounts are on today. The multi-drawer, we actually got one of these. I think it's Philips brand. I actually have no idea. I don't pay much attention to those things. Multi-drawer, 2 chambers, I can cook chips and, I don't know, I could cook something else at the same time. What's something we put in the air fryer? The only thing that I've really made is hash browns and chips. Sure. Hash browns in one chamber and the other one can hold my frozen oven chips. I'd say that's a real upgrade because having one tray that you can only cook stuff in. Air fryers are only Boxing Day purchases people don't regret. I've seen a lot of people get air fryers recently, and even when I did my work experience with Carl and Jackie O, and we did the You Get a Santa Sack Day, air fryers was one of the prizes, and people just, every time we handed over prizes, they were like, oh, I love the air fryer. And they wouldn't talk about the TV, the AirPods. They wouldn't talk about any of that. They'd only talk about the air fryer. Sometimes they'd talk about the scooters that we gave away. But so that was Interesting. Noise cancelling headphones, I'd say worth it, but only for the older models. Tech hasn't changed much year to year. You're paying less money for people to ignore. They're paying less money to people ignore more effectively. They paying money for marketing and getting people to focus on the newer models when it hasn't really changed. One thing that correct me if I'm wrong, this is all opinion based. I do have a pair of Sony headphones. I think it's the XM4s. I know the XM5s came out. I wouldn't get them for, first of all, the hinges, they feel too, not cheap, but too weak for me. I do love the XM4s and I do use those for the podcast line. You'll probably see that if you follow me on Instagram. But yeah, so that's just my take on headphones. Let's go over to smartwatches and fitness trackers. Now, I did get a smartwatch for Christmas, so this one's, but I would have to say it is mostly marketing. Motivation does disappear by February. So if you're looking to, if your New Year's resolution is to get a fitness watch, a smartwatch fitness tracker, and go do some exercise, I'm sorry, but statistically, motivation does run out by February. But you know what? Nothing tracks guilt better than a smartwatch. I'm looking at my Apple Watch right now, and my Apple Watch Series 3 is just sitting there right next to the 11, and looking very sad. Clothes sales, I'd say it's just a marketing gimmick. Sizes have gone instantly, and there's better sales in January. Boxing Day clothes are either XL or extra large. Sorry, XS or XXL. Interesting. You know what? Marketing is a big thing that does play a role, and I'd just like to say my favorite marketing stunt of all time, and I do talk about this a lot, it would have to be the this is aside from Christmas and everything, it'd have to be Specsavers. They have a great marketing campaign. For example, if you go to Sydney Airport and you arrive at Sydney Airport, they'd say welcome to Melbourne. I think that's a great marketing campaign. It makes people do a double take, and I really did enjoy that when I was at the airport. So that was, honestly, it made me laugh. It made me do a double take. It made me think I was in a different city, but wrong place, wrong time. Subscriptions, I'd say it depends. I wouldn't say it's either a marketing stunt or it's worth it. Now, they're cheap now and then they're forgotten later, because I'm even listening to Jackie O when I was at the KJ show. A lot of them, even Kyle as well, they both pay for subscriptions that they've never used. They've watched one show on it, and then they've just kept their subscriptions running. Of course, they make a lot more than I do, but a lot of people do forget about their subscriptions, and it just does the direct debit every, I don't know how often they do it. I think it's once a month. But yeah, so that's interesting, to be completely fair. I would say it depends. If you find a really cheap deal, for example, Apple TV Plus, whenever you buy a new phone or a smartwatch or something, it gives you the 3 months of purchase, and the 3 months of free, for example, Apple Fitness, Apple TV Plus, I think Apple Music. I think that's worth it, but you have to remember to cancel before the end of the 3 months, because that's something that a lot of us do forget to do. I cancelled the day after once, but I didn't have to pay anything, I don't think. Don't know, I can't remember that. Let's just don't tell anyone. But yeah, I'd say that they are mostly subscriptions. Some of them can be worth it. I think Foxtel is the biggest. I do love News Corp, but I'm very sorry, Foxtel. I know they sold Foxtel, didn't they? Oh, sorry, I can go on a rant now. Foxtel is the biggest waste of money in my opinion. There are so many, like the boxes that back in the okay, I'll make it a bit fairer. Back in the old days, back in like 2015, 2014, those Foxtel boxes with with the cards, they are so expensive. The subscription fee, we used to have 2 of them, and it was first of all, it was janky, and it was just not worth it. The older boxes, that is, and we didn't get upgraded for like 10 years, and then we ended up getting rid of it, and it was terrible. So, and the fact that you have to rent the boxes, I don't like that idea. I think that's just a whole like Blockbuster sort of thing again. If anyone remembers Blockbuster, they still have a stock price. It's at like 0. Actually, let's take a look. People my age don't know what this is, but BLIAQ, it is at 0.01 on the stock market, and it's in the past 6 months it's been down 0.017. So congratulations, Blockbuster. I should invest someday. Yeah, we're going to be back right after the break on Biz by the Water, and we're going to talk about the final days of 2025. I'll see you right back after this. Welcome back, everyone. It is, if you're tuning in just now, it is Friday, the 26th of December. It doesn't feel like a Friday. It does not feel like the 26th of December. It didn't feel like Christmas yesterday, but we've just been talking about some scams in marketing or whether they're actually worth it, some deals on Boxing Day, and how the year has felt so far is right up next. So this year's 2025, it has gone by so fast. The year has felt very tiring this is just my opinion, so if you want to join the conversation, you can let me know. You can text the text line 0424 257028. I've just written that down right next to me, my mistake, everyone. 0424 257028. You can text me, let me know how you feel about the year so far, and if you in the final few days of the year and the final few episodes of Biz by the Water for the year, let me know if you would like to hop on and say a few things. I know I have a few things lined up, and you would have seen Summer Biz with Lucas and Max, and that's coming very, very soon. Lucas, if you're listening, let's record some stuff. So the year, it's been a very, very big year. I'll say some stuff about the year in the final episode, so I'm not going to reflect too much on it now. One thing I'm glad is over, just this year in general, it's been a very, I'll say, crappy year. One habit I accidentally picked up. I'd say I'm whistling a lot more this year. Even when I'm working, I'm playing Golden in my head all time when I'm working, and Nova is playing in the background as well. And you can also check out the songs that I do hate. I posted something on Instagram about that. And Amanda, if you're listening, That's So True by Gracie Abrams is still one of my least favorite songs of all time. And I'm very, very sorry, Amanda. So, and Amanda and Lockie, your Christmas presents are coming very, very soon. So I'll deliver them to you soon. That's just my little shout out for the day. One habit I picked up, whistling. One thing that surprised me about 2025, I didn't think it would be this. Oh no, I didn't think it would be this hard. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I try to keep it family friendly. Yes, I won't say that. I'd say one thing that surprised me is how quick it went. A few things surprised me. How quick it went. The plot twist for the end of 2025, I don't know if it's sort of happened yet. I'm seeing all these reels on Instagram. It's like, when's the plot twist going to happen? And so that's my 2025 wrap. I will give a full recap and things that I'm happy about, things that I'm not happy about, things that I experienced in 2025. I'll give a full recap in the final episode of the year, which will come out on the 31st of December, the last summer breakfast and last Biz by the Water for the year. One year we should do like a Biz countdown, like a countdown. Not that people would tune in, but like a countdown for the end of the year. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 6, 7. No. Yeah, anyway. Entertainment chat is right up next, back here on Biz by the Water. I'll see you right back after this. It's Friday, the 26th of December, Boxing Day. It doesn't feel real. Everyone, welcome back from the break. And if you're just tuning in now, my name is Max. This is the Summer Breakfast Show with Max on Biz by the Water. And here at the Biz Network as well. And we're just chatting, we've recently just chatted about marketing scams, whether they're worth it or not. Also chatting about the year in review, 2025. I would have mentioned before my Spotify Wrapped. I don't actually listen to Spotify, so I didn't get a Spotify Wrapped this year. I did read online that you do have to listen over 30 seconds for it to count. I didn't even get to listen 30 seconds, so that really shows. After the Wrapped came out, I did listen to a few songs, so maybe next year we'll get a Wrapped on. We should do a Biz by the Water Wrapped. How many times I've said a certain phrase or something like that. I know this year, once I've said that's what she said, and last year I also said once that's what she said. So that's my little Wrapped for the year. I'll do a full Wrapped, and I'll talk about the year in general in the last episode of 2025, which will come out on the last day of the year, 31st of December. We always do a final episode, and I can't guarantee that it will go for 45 minutes like the last few, because it's just me, and I think it is a lot easier to do it with just me, but maybe Lucas can join us very, very soon. But yeah, we just chatted about songs we hate as well, and now it's time for some entertainment news. Streaming fatigue. There's too many platforms, to be honest. I think that I can't actually choose one. If you laid out 7 different platforms in front of me, I would not, well, not including YouTube, I wouldn't be able to choose. Too many people are just watching shows halfway and then not finishing them, I can second that motion. I don't watch full show. I don't watch full TV shows. And people are just rewatching comfort TV. For example, I've just been rewatching The Office recently, so I actually do agree with a lot of this. We've got more content than ever before, but yet nothing to watch. And if a show doesn't hook me in 15 minutes, to be honest, I am sort of out. That's sort of the attention span these days of people, and I think a lot of people would agree with me, to be completely honest. For movies, there are too many reboots, and I can say the same for TV shows. Studios and companies are playing it safe. Nostalgia does sell, and audiences are noticing. Not everything needs a reboot. Some things were good once. I'd say the same for The Office. I think that was the most unnecessary thing ever. I'd say that I do love the US version more than the UK version. I've watched a few episodes of the UK. It's just too hard for me to understand. And I think The Paper and The Office Australia were the two most unnecessary things of the year. I think The Office was just good in general, with Steve Carell, bloody all the other characters, Andy, Dwight, Jim, Pam. Who am I forgetting? There's Phyllis, Stanley. I love all that. Honestly, I love it. I've just been watching Christmas episodes. My least favorite Christmas one, honestly, has to be I think the Moroccan Christmas where Meredith gets her hair lit on fire. But if you have a favorite Office episode, you can text me and let me know what it is. 0424257028. WhatsApp, messages, Telegram, all that sort of stuff. That's the text line for Biz by the Water. And I just have to say, The Paper, I watched one episode, couldn't get into it. I did love seeing Oscar Martinez in it. Who they really needed was Creed Bratton. They really needed him because we didn't really get to know what happened to him after The Office finished. We did see him just walking away, getting sent off to prison, and that's, I think, the last we saw of him. And we're going to talk a bit about music trends now. Songs are getting a lot shorter, and I think that has to do with people's attention spans. Old tracks are trending again. I have seen all over my feed is Lush Life by Zara Larsson. I don't know what the big deal is with that song, but I think people are starting to dance to it again. If this podcast gets over 1,000 views, sure, I'll do a dancing video. I will dance to that Lush Life song. And I did play that a fair bit back when I used to do my radio show, Max's Top 10, with a different network. And I don't think the podcast is still up, but yeah, I did play that song in my Top 10 a lot. If you'd like to see Max's Top 10 come back, you can let me know. Yeah, the old tracks are trending again. Albums are mattering less, or they do matter less, and songs are shorter because attention spans are, I just wrote that down below, so yeah, I do agree with that. And a few songs that are trending right now. Let's take a look at the airplay charts, radiotoday.com.au. You can check out. I will just mention one quick thing for radio. The Supreme Court has cleared the last hurdle for 7 West Media and Southern Cross Austereo to merge. So Channel 7... I'll explain this in baby terms for people who don't understand, people who aren't as big radio nerds as me. So Channel 7, we all know Channel 7, and some of us know Today FM. They are merging, the two parent companies are merging. That's the simplest way I can say it. And let's take a look at the airplay charts. This does not surprise me at all. Back when I was at KISS, these songs were playing on, like, honestly, just keep playing in general. And the national airplay charts for Australia, the week of the 18th of December to the 24th of December, powered by RCS Media Monitors. At number 1 is The Fate of Ophelia by Taylor Swift. Number 2 is Where's My Husband by Ray. 3, Man I Need, Olivia Dean. Gone, Gone, Gone is next at 4th by Teddy Swims. 12 to 12 by Somber is in 5th. 6th is So Easy by Olivia Dean. I think I've heard that one. Opalite, Taylor Swift 7th. 8th, Think About Us, Sunny for Day. I do love that one. 9th, All I Really Want, and 10th is Dancing 2 by Kelly Holiday, and of course No Broke Boys is up there, it's still in the charts. Is there any other ones that I can... APT, that's a good one. Tit for Tat, oh, that's a good one as well. Golden is... Oh my gosh, Golden is still here in 21st place. Last week, Golden was in 19th, and Fate of Ophelia has just climbed up from 2nd place. And that's great. Congratulations. It's been there for 12 weeks, and it's had 10,908 live spins. Wow. And this week's spins is 1,049. For the amount of radio stations that are in Australia, I think that is massive. The amount of plays that it's had. Crazy. Celebrity culture. Everyone's overexposed. And celebrities used to feel untouchable. Now they post like everyone else. I do agree with that. I feel like celebrities back, I'd say a few years ago, they felt very unreachable, uncontactable. But if there's one politician that's uncontactable I've been seeing, it's either David Littleproud or Anthony Albanese. I guess they're celebrities in the spotlight. And one thing I just want to say about politics, I was surprised last night. I was playing a card game, and Tony Abbott, you got a little mention in Cards Against Humanity. I can't say too much because it was the adult version of Cards Against Humanity. But yeah, Tony Abbott, that was surprising. That was funny too. But yeah, they, I'd say, yeah, mystery is used to help their careers. It's very interesting. And I'll do a quick fire, overrated or underrated. Reality TV. Ooh, overrated. Celebrity podcasts, overrated. Award shows, underrated. Biopics, underrated. Superhero movies, I'd say underrated. That's just my pick. I'd say reality TV, too much for me to handle. Celebrity podcasts, they've already done stuff in other, like TV, for example, or movies, and I don't think podcasting is a very good of course, I'm not a celebrity, but podcasting, I gotta say, the one podcast, maybe two, actually maybe three podcasts that have worked out, and I'm very sorry if I've missed any. Three podcasts that celebrities have done, and I think they've been a great addition to the podcasting world. Mel Robbins' podcast. Number 2 would be Joe Rogan's podcast, the Joe Rogan podcast. And what was the other one? It was Smartless. And let me just double check who's that with. I know it's Smart. Hold on. It is with Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, and Will Arnett. And SiriusXM Plus does produce those, and they do have amazing guests because it's celebrities interviewing other celebrities. I think that is a great sort of program to run. And you got like Macaulay Culkin, that's the recent episode. I don't know many of these people. I'm too young. I usually say I'm too old. Yeah, we'll chat back after this, and we're going to do some more games. This is one of the more fun episodes of Biz by the Water. I did actually put a lot of planning into this, and it's not just me talking about swimming. We're going to take a break from swimming, and we're going to take a break. I'll see you right back after this on the Summer Breakfast Show on Biz by the Water. Welcome back after the break, everyone. It is the 26th of December. A little recap of the episode so far. If you're just tuning in now, yes, this is live. You can listen in on YouTube, or you can listen to the podcast if you did not manage to catch us live. Of course, I do publish everything, and that's courtesy of the Biz Network. We've been chatting about some different things like entertainment news, celebrity culture, music trends, movies, streaming fatigue. Before that, we were chatting about the final days of 2025, and yes, I will give a full recap of my year in review on the last episode of the year, which will take place on the 31st of December. Before that, we were chatting a bit about some sales, worth it or marketing, where we talked about different Boxing Day sales, whether they're just actually worth it. And right up now, we're going to play another game. Yes, we're playing so many games today. I've put a lot of effort into this episode. We're going to do Summer or Scam. So I'm going to rate some different things for the year, and we're going to say if they're summer or whether they're scam. I think that makes sense. Ice baths are probably the biggest scam. If freezing yourself worked, winter would fix everything, and that's a little tagline I've written down below. That is very, very true. 5 a.m. routines, that's, I'd say that's just a scam. Waking up early doesn't make you successful. Just awake. Cold brew everything is way overhyped. I think that's, yeah. Beach workouts, oh my lord, this one really does just annoy me in general. Beach workouts are the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Why the hell would you go to a gym in the beach? I get that people want to show off their muscles and stuff, and I'm one to talk, but I think it's really stupid. You're going to the beach for a swim, not to... You can roast me in the comments. I don't care. I will let you, I won't delete them. But I think it's the most stupidest thing ever. It's honestly, thank you for listening to this part of the podcast. And I'll talk about something really stupid later. But one of the things that also really does annoy me. But yeah, we'll get to that later, so remind me at the end of the episode. But yeah, beach workouts, I think they look better than they actually are. It's all glamour. No, like, you can only do so many pull-ups, and like it's like those little sort of workout equipment sort of things that you have at the park down the road, and they're very basic. Digital detox holidays, people last about 36 to 48 hours. Not very long. I can second that. I agree with that totally. I didn't last very long when I did my last log off from Snapchat and Instagram, maybe a day. But we'll see what happens, maybe in the new year. But yeah, that was Summer or Scam, and I hope you enjoyed that. We can do a few more games as the week goes on. I just realised it's Friday, so I'll see you guys back on Monday for the final few shows of the year. But I thought I'd put out a longer episode than usual. Usually it's been only 10 minutes, but I think this is a bit more fun. I know it'd be even more fun if you could see my video, but my face in the in-studio camera. But yeah, I'm so very sorry about that. I just woke up and I don't look the best. Maybe you know what? Okay, I'll be nice. Tomorrow we'll do a weekend breakfast show. We'll see if I can wake up. We're going to play another game, predictions that will age badly. A platform that promises authenticity. Yep, that'll age very badly. Age like age like milk. A streaming service disappears or merges. I think with the current Netflix Warner Brothers merger, something will disappear and something will emerge. 2008 fashion trend or something from the 2000s will return. I've seen one of my good friends, one of my best mates, Lachlan, he can back me up on this. Ralph Lauren and the old money styles being a bit more popular recently, and we should go shopping again and buy some more old money stuff. AI features will quietly get rolled back. I think that OpenAI will start to roll back some stuff, and ChatGPT, if you're listening, please don't get mad at me and please don't ban me. And everyone will pretend they never liked something popular in 2025, and a lot of popular things this year. Let us take a quick... Let's search it up, actually. Popular in 2025, if I can spell. Let's take a quick look. Labubu figures, iPhone 17's AI tools, alongside... Benson, Boone, and Tyler are the two dominant artists this year. Oh god, Labubus. I actually need a Labubu. Amanda, if you're listening, hit me up with the Labubu, please. Let's take a look. Viral moments. The Jet 2 holiday ad. Oh my lord, nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. You can turn that into a meme, someone. I think that is probably the most overrated thing of the year that people next year will reflect on, and they'll think back and say, that was the worst. But just because they're in the moment, I think that they are... Yeah, we're going to play Would You Rather. And let's take a look. Boxing Day crowds or leftovers for a week. You can play along with me if you'd like. I'd say Boxing Day crowds would be the thing that I would not choose. So leftovers for a week I'd choose. No aircon or no internet. I can deal with no aircon. This is my Gen Z voice talking inside me. No aircon I can deal with, absolutely. No internet's a bit harder. When you're a podcaster and when you got to put stuff online, I think that's a bit harder. Beach Christmas or cold Christmas? Let me think. I would choose a... Beach Christmas. I think the stereotype that we get about Christmas is that it's cold, wintry, and that we I think that we sort of, that's the stereotype that we always see about marketing, that's cold. I think that a summer Christmas does take place in summer for us, but I think that a more beach style Christmas does catch my attention a bit more now that I think a lot of people, I do speak for a lot of people when I say that we are sort of sick of the winter sort of stereotype for Christmas, and that's not going anywhere, I don't think. But I think that a summer sort of Christmas, a beach Christmas, does catch my eye a bit more. And let's take a look. Host Christmas or attend 5 different ones. I think that hosting is a very hard job. I speak on behalf of my parents and many other parents of the country when I do say this, and it's very hard having to cook, manage people. If people in your house, if they are, like, for example, messing something, like scratching a surface, not taking care, dropping things on the carpet, spilling glasses, knocking things around, and breaking bloody chandeliers or vases or vases. Sorry, please don't please don't roast me for my accent. I think that hosting is a very hard job, and I do take my hats off to, and I do respect anyone who hosts hugely. I would rather attend 5 different ones. I attended 2 this year, 2 Christmas parties for work. Actually, no, I think it was 1 actually. Yeah, that was sort of it, and then I sort of just hung out with other friends from work. And, of course, I had my Christmas Eve shop, which was great fun. My wallet is sort of begging me to work a bit more and earn some more money. And shout out to Lockie, that day was great, and we need to go buy some more Ralph Lauren soon. So we'll do that very, very soon. And right after the break, yes, I know, another break, I'm sorry, we'll be back and we're going to talk about the year in review and what looks ahead for Biz by the Water in the new year. It's Boxing Day, it doesn't feel real, don't worry, it is currently 9:35 right here at the Summer Biz Breakfast Show. I said that completely wrong, it's just Summer Breakfast. Anyway, I'll catch you right here after the break. Alrighty, it is the final break for the episode, and we are live, so if I make any mistakes, do not execute me in the comments. Let's take a look at what's next for the Biz Network in 2026. Now, we're going to have 3 podcasts next year, as of course, you would know all of them. And the 3 podcasts, of course, are Biz by the Water, what you're currently listening to, our radio news podcast, Biz Audio, where I chat all about the radio industry, and I can nerd out on that podcast. And I can also nerd out on Biz Politics, our 3rd and final podcast, where I chat all about the political landscape and how the right-wing politics is declining, not far right, because you look at One Nation. Anyway, I'm going to stop myself before I go on for too long about politics and get myself cancelled for having an opinion. I shouldn't have said that. Someone cut that out. So the Biz Network, it's 3 podcasts continuing into 2026. The schedule for the Biz Audio podcast and Biz Politics will be a bit less consistent than Biz by the Water, as Biz by the Water is the main one. And what do you guys want more of? Let me know. You can text the text line 0424 257 028. Don't ring it. You can text me on WhatsApp, Telegram. You can also message me on Instagram at Biz by the Water. You can DM us and let us know the answers to some of the questions on the podcast. And I'd like to thank you all for sticking around for this episode and the year in general. Don't worry, I'm not saying my final goodbyes yet. We've still got a few more episodes to go of the year. I only just realised it was Friday. When I was looking at the my computer screen, it said Friday the 26th of December. It is Boxing Day. It doesn't feel real. It's the limbo day between Christmas and the sort of end of the year. There's a few days that don't feel real. And I did do my shopping on the 24th of December, Christmas Eve at Parramatta. It was so much fun. I got some great things. I'm looking at my Hello Kitty plush that are courtesy of Amanda, so thank you for that. I've shouted you two out so many times in this podcast, so thank you all so much. A big shout out to Max as well, big long-time listener of the podcast. Not me, Max, different Max. Thank you all for supporting me this year. It's been a very long, tough, hard, different year, and the first episode of the new year will be a bit different. We're trying to get a summer show with Lucas on. Lucas, mate, if you're listening, come on, let's do some recording, mate. And Emily will be up soon on Biz by the Water. I know I'm sounding a bit. No, actually, I'll say it. We have not had a female voice on Biz by the Water, so this will be something different. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we have. I just need to get out more and talk to girls. That's my New Year's resolution, to find a girlfriend. Oh God, I'm going to get absolutely shattered in the comments. If anyone, I'm going to stop there before I go crazy and say something that will absolutely cancel me. You can also listen to a few interviews that I've done this year. The few interviews, I interviewed Lachlan, one of my best mates. I interviewed him on New Year's Christmas Eve. Did I interview anybody else? I think I interviewed some national swimmers on pool deck of MLC. I interviewed Philby, some of my coaches at MLC, and a few ones early in the year. And it's been a quite lonely year on the podcast. Just been me yapping on. Not too many shows this year. Let me check how many episodes. I believe this year we had something like 50 shows. That includes minis and full shows as well, and not including this and the last few for the year. But right now on the Biz by the Water podcast, you can listen. I think there's about 84 episodes. Let's take a look. Biz by the Water. And thank you to all those who have rated the podcast. The worst Christmas gifts, we did do that, and maybe we'll do some worst birthday gifts, but there is 84 episodes for you to choose from, and more from the Biz Network, updated twice weekly, possibly. We'll take a bit break from Biz Audio. There are 17 episodes of Biz Audio and 5 episodes of the Biz Politics podcast. And you can listen to those wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart. iHeart's a great one. Free never sounded so good with iHeart. And yes, so let's do this Boxing Day sign off. I'll catch you all maybe tomorrow morning for the, maybe I'll take a bit of a break. I've been working very hard this year, I think. And the week between Christmas and New Year's doesn't feel real. You guys have my permission to do absolutely nothing and just lie around, laze around as well. Do nothing. I might go out today. One thing that did annoy me, and one thing that I just want to talk about before I end the episode. 2 things. First of all, I did order some stuff from Uniqlo. Uniqlo, one of the best brands. Don't get mad at me in the comments, but Uniqlo is so great. I did order some stuff, 4 items. I ordered on the 23rd of December. Click and collect. Click and collect should be ready immediately. But I only got a message yesterday, on the 24th, saying, or yeah, one day later, but still, one day later saying that it was not ready yet. Actually, it might have been on the 22nd that I ordered it. Doesn't matter, don't really know. Yeah, it was the 22nd I ordered it. And it said it wouldn't be ready. Click and collect should be automatic. It's very similar for me going, unless they don't have it in store, but I know Uniqlo Mid City Centre does have it all in store. It's the exact same as me going in and buying it off the shelf. Anyway, that's my little talkback rant. I do have another talkback rant. Sydney trains, please. Just humour me for a second. My Southwest Metro line is still delayed, and I think it's delayed until December 2026. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets pushed back to January 2027. And I cannot wait to test out the Metro, but please, just hurry up and open the goddamn thing. It has been over a year. I'm sick of taking the pink buses, and so many other people do hate them. They are so slow. They are always delayed, and I understand that not many people can control it, but I'm sick of it. Please, someone do something. I can't keep taking the pink buses much longer. I just want to take the Metro to the city, not have to stop over at Sydenham, go straight to the city and get there in 10 minutes, not 25 minutes. This was meant to be finished September 2025. It is now December 2025, and it's now going to be open December 2026. This is my talkback rant. I'm going to stop before I get too angry. But everyone, thank you for listening to this episode. This is one of the longer episodes of I think it's the longest of the year. So you can listen to the Biz by the Water show wherever you get your podcasts, and you can check out some of the YouTube videos we are posting online. The last week of the year does ramp up with videos, and we do put out the last podcast for the year. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to hear. Let me know if you enjoyed the programming of this episode. I'm starting to stutter. I think it's a good time I sign off. And this is live, so if you didn't get to catch it live, don't worry. You can catch up on the podcast. And if you're just tuning in now, don't worry. You can rewind and listen to the other. I don't know how long this podcast has done so far. That's the beauty of doing it live. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this new sort of formatting. I'll catch you all tomorrow for a weekend show. Thank you for listening. It is currently 9:43 on the Summer Biz Breakfast Show.